Which date he drank Robitussin?
Says on the 26th, I'm sorry, on the 25th, there's a positive blow, the first one being a 0.028. Told the agent that he drank cough syrup. And then on the first, he also had a positive blow. And he did admit that he consumed alcohol that day.
He's going to have to start being honest. That's not a Robitussin blow at all.
That's what I don't mean to interrupt. I'm here to, I'll take full responsibility for my actions, Your Honor.
Well, you got to start being honest. Because your attorney's up here telling me that it was a Robitussin blow. You get mad because I issue a bench warrant because there's alcohol showing up in your system, which, oh, by the way, you're not supposed to have anything with alcohol in any respect, whether it be Robitussin, whether it be beer. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm looking at the numbers. There's no way you consumed that much Robitussin and then blew into that machine. It didn't happen.
Today in
You knew you had been drinking. You also know it wasn't Robitussin. You know something? You're just going to have to be honest.
Yes,
At some point.
yes, Your Honor.
Adjourn defendant sentencing in this matter February 28, 2024 at 1 p.m. Defendant is remanded to the Washington County Jail. He's to be held without bond pending sentencing. Defendant remanded.
Welcome back to Judge Simpson's courtroom, where we revisit a case that left us on the edge of our seats in our previous upload. In our last encounter with a male defendant convicted of driving under the influence, Judge Simpson was confronted with a troubling pattern of probation violations. Mandated to periodically self-report using an at-home breathalyzer device, the defendant repeatedly tested positive for alcohol despite strict orders to abstain. His excuse: claiming to have failed due to consuming Robitussin, a feeble attempt that failed to sway Judge Simpson in the slightest. Consequently, Judge Simpson remanded the defendant back to jail for 2 weeks pending his next court appearance for sentencing. Now, as the 2 weeks have passed, the defendant returns to face Judge Simpson once more. Has his time behind bars led to a change of heart and a newfound understanding of the gravity of his actions? Or will he continue to avoid taking accountability? Stay tuned for the conclusion to this entertaining courtroom drama.
All rise. The 14A1 District Court of the County of Michigan is now in session. I'll have a business before the court from here. The Honorable Judge Cedric Simpson presiding.
You may be seated. I didn't call for it. Just do what you're going to do. Court does call the case of People versus John Johnson.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, can you state your name, please?
John Johnson.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for sentencing. I did review the recommendation with Mr. Johnson. We ask that you adopt it. I know, I hear an echo too.
Oh my God. I thought it was me. Is there a reason? I'm not hearing myself echo.
I hear her echoing.
Try it again.
Hello.
Yeah.
I hear from like over here.
Okay, that might be you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Is it?
Hello.
Yeah, try it again.
Hello. Testing.
Yeah, it's a little bit, but it's better if you're back a ways.
Okay, further away.
Yeah, further away from me. No, I'm kidding.
Whatever you.
I did that on purpose, so you back up. Okay, that's much better right there. Okay, go ahead.
I just stated that we do ask that you adopt the recommendation. Mr. Johnson hasn't been in custody since his last court date. I do think this time has been sufficient for him to reflect on his mistakes, and he is eager to get back to work and start complying with all of his terms of probation.
And Ms. Blair, you taken into account the bond violation report from February 12th in terms of the sentencing? Okay. Mr. Johnson, anything you want to tell the court before I impose sentence?
Just apologize for me being a complete idiot, and I know it's my fault for sitting down for the last 2 weeks, and I've lost a lot of money, had a lot of time to sit down the last 2 weeks, and just apologize to you and wasting everyone's time and complete idiot.
The court does acknowledge this is not a serious misdemeanor as defined by statute. However, it does believe there are reasonable grounds to depart from the presumption of a non-probationary sentence. Specifically, the alcohol screening and assessment identifies the benefit of outpatient treatment, AA meeting attendance, and abstinence from all intoxicants. Therefore, the court will follow the recommendation of probation with the stated rehabilitative goals to prevent or promote change, prevent recidivism, and to monitor compliance of recommended treatment. It's therefore the sentence of the court. Place you on probation for a period of 18 months. You are to pay $855 fines and court costs, $100 prosecution recovery costs, $100 police agency recovery costs, $540 probation oversight fees. That is payable within 60 days and as arranged by probation. You understand that?
Sure.
There should be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be set to testing as requested by probation. You're to complete the CCOP program or a comparable program. You're to attend 2 AA meetings per week with monthly verification to probation. Provide proof of the victim's impact panel attendance to probation. Scram tether for the first 90 days. Any alcohol violations will result in immediate bench warrant. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, there would be no violations.
Order 93 days in jail. Credit 15 that you served. Defendant is to remain in custody until fitted with a scram tether. Then the balance will be suspended. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait for the next one. Are those the normal distance from each other? The microphones? You think they're normal distance from each other?
Yeah, I don't think they will be far.
Okay.
Podium itself looks like it may have been.
It doesn't
So
look
the
closer.
podium's in a different spot.
It
Because
is.
it normally has
It is
covered there.
because that, while I was partially joking, they were much closer to me. Not that I pay attention to that. Court does call the case of People versus Danielson.
Bridget Coons on behalf of Mr. Sims. Go ahead and state your name.
Daniel Sims.
Go ahead, Mr.
Your Honor, this is time and date set up for sentencing. At this time, we would ask that the court adopt the recommendations of probation. I had the chance to go over the pre-sentence investigation with Mr. Sims. There are no material additions, changes, or omissions.
Sir, is there anything you'd like to say before I impose sentence?
No, sir.
$125 statutory fee, 93 days in jail, credit 93.
All comments, viewpoints, interpretations, and insights expressed in this video are for education and entertainment purposes. All individuals featured in the video are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Please do not attempt to contact, locate, or engage with any individuals featured in the video.